We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Miami Marlins and the Texas Rangers. Stay tuned for Rangers baseball next. Adam Clemens will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Batting second.
Stepping in now, Jazz Chisholm. As he grounds one briskly to short. Scooped up. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I'll tell you, Matt, this club could really benefit with some improvement out of the 5 spot. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
At the plate now, Wilmer Flores, as he rips it on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
So now to the plate, Lewin Diaz. As you look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Miami. And now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. Up next from Miami, Harold Ramirez, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Ramirez.
First pitch on its way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Nobody here, nobody.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Count is 1 and 2.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Batting fifth.
To the plate now, Brian Anderson.
Anderson.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll start this one at 269. 11 home runs and 37 RBIs.
Hey, one down.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Get yourself right here.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Full count now. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Brian Anderson is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning.
Batting 7.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Fastball in there for a called strike. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. No score here as we play inning number 2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
I got the count. 1-2.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Ready now for the Marlins, Taylor Heineman. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Heineman.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Plays at 1 now.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
2-0 now.
Yeah, we got one here. We got one.
Now here's the pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
The 2-2. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and this is taken in for the second out. So it's back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat.
VR.
And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
There we got 2.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
Let's play ball. 3-0.
Stepping into the box, Jazz Chisholm. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Count even now at 1-1. Here it comes. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
I like what he was trying to do there with the two-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rangers' road to the show report. Two guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now.
Now
Into the
back,
box now,
designated
Wilmer
hitter,
Flores.
Wilmer.
As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
You got one here.
Here's the pitch.
Ball two.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Now a swing and a miss, maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Up next for the Marlins.
At the plate, Lewin Diaz. He swings and grounds it to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score.
Play ball. 3.
Now in the box, Harold Ramirez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Harold Ramirez.
First offering on its way. On the ground to the left side. There's Carter Falefa. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. 1 away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th. And that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
0-1.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
One down, one down.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
One.
Reined in. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 0-2 once more.
Up.
Pitch is popped up. Schweihart is there,
I got it,
and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Striding into the box, Anthony Santander. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Anthony.
Now he'll reach for a first pitch fastball as this is bounced foul off to the left. It's strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
He's got it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rangers 1 and the Marlins nothing.
Play ball. That's ball 4. He's out. You're out.
So here's Albert Almora next. He'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Fouled away. Here's another 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler.
Stepping in now, Taylor Heineman. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
The 1-2.
Inside, ball 1.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Miami down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Digging in, Jazz Chisholm. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Right there for strike 1.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
That's a ball.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their 2nd hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Come on, guys.
At the plate now, Lewin Diaz, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. No hits to this point. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Another 0-2 coming.
No.
2-seamer can't quite make it back over the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Boy, I'll tell you, the defense has been stellar all night long. They've got the shutout working, and there's another super play to rob them of a hit.
Digging in, Harold Ramirez. Runner in scoring position with two guys.
2 down now.
First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off.
Here we go, boys.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
And it's 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. One hit, one left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the seventh. Get up and stretch. It's the Rangers 5 and the Marlins nothing. Ready to begin the 8th, so digging in now, Brian Anderson. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
0-1's the count.
And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. After it is Myers. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning. Maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
I got the count.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Ain't no outs here.
Protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The 1-2. Anderson on at first. Nobody out. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So this home crowd likely to give him a standing O as he departs with the shutout in check, and a nice tip of the cap there to acknowledge a job well done. Luke Farrell is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Luke Farrell.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. Out. You're out. Out. 3. Ball 4. Take your base.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
A 5-0 finish tonight. Texas took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Adam Clemens earned his 5th win of the year, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rangers, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Marlins, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Globe Life Park, 48,114. The Rangers thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.